It was a long time ago. Not many people heard about Bitcoin. Not many people believed in it. I also didn't have a lot of friends. I'm Michael Oh, the founder and CEO of CoolBitX. I was born in Taiwan and studied master's degree and bachelor degree in the UK, Newcastle University. I started this company in 2014 with the mission to enable the mass adoption of cryptocurrency. Because back then we saw a lot of issues in this journey. The biggest one being the security issue. Still today, you can see a lot of cryptocurrency being hacked or stolen by hackers. Kind of like hundreds of millions of US dollars worth every year. That's a lot for a financial industry. So I think given cryptocurrency, an underlying technology blockchain being so full of potential with its future to possibly improve the current financial system, we think we need to solve that issue for the industry. That is why we built CoolWallet, the world's first mobile hardware wallet that enable users to trade on the go with the best security in hand. I think the blockchain landscape in Taiwan has its very unique position due to its special geopolitical position in the world. Taiwan has very great talent pool and easy access to international market like US, Japan, Korea, or even Greater China, Southeast Asia. That is why we chose to locate here. And with a startup encouraging environment, for example, NDF, the National Development Fund of Taiwan, they are encouraging many startups, not just blockchain, but also other fintech or automobile. That is why in the past few years, we have seen a tremendous growth in both startup industry in Taiwan and also the incoming foreign direct investment to this island, despite the global investment dropped a little bit. Taiwan being a special place for hardware due to its well-known hardware design and manufacturing history throughout the past 30 years. So you can tell that our hardware industry here does provide a very good quality product. And on top of that, CoolBitX, we combine the best talent in software and encryption. That is why we can build a software plus hardware product in one. Well, I have to say I'm very honored to be a part of the next big league. I think it is a very important milestone for the crypto industry in Taiwan because crypto is a kind of financial industry that needs trust from the market and also from the regulators. Because you can imagine as a potential investor to this industry, you will first consider whether this industry is safe, is regulated, is healthy. And in order to achieve above these three qualities, of course, you need the government support. And being chosen by the next big is obviously one of the indicators that, okay, now this industry is acknowledged by the government. And our company being chosen as one of the next big is another good indicator that our company is also acknowledged and approved. So we take that as one of the highest achievements we can get. And not only that, we can see the crypto industry in Taiwan is growing towards a very healthy status because the regulation is maturing. To answer this question, we need to go back to the history. When I first started the company, we built the world's first user-friendly mobile hardware wallet, CoolWallet, in the credit card size. That grew very fast. We sold hundreds of thousands of those products in a few years and accumulated more than 20 billion US dollars worth of assets in this system. Now that is not a small number. It's bigger than some of the banks in Taiwan already. Later on, in roughly 2017 and 18, when we started participating in the international anti-money laundering forums like FATF, Financial Action Task Force, hosted by United Nations, we realized the global regulatory trend is shifting towards a more strict environment. So they are applying what we call a travel rule to all of the United Nations member countries. And they expect all those countries to apply those rules to local exchanges. So imagine, government is issuing a new law, but no existing technology can help every company to comply with that. Doesn't that make all companies illegal already? So we thought, given our technical know-how and our regulatory know-how, we thought we could develop a system that is easy to use and easy to comply with the regulation. So we discussed with our shareholders and stakeholders, like exchange partners, and then we decided, yes, this is what we're doing, and so we developed Sygna service within 12 months. Then we roll it out and proven the concept to be successful, because to date we already have more than 26 exchanges signed up across more than 10 countries, and we even have endorsements from governments and self-regulatory organizations. Back in 2014, it was extremely difficult, because back then Bitcoin was not really a very famous concept. It was, most of people think it's a scam. So I was asking around all kinds of venture capital, probably visit more than 100 of them, and they all turned me down. So it was very frustrating. It took me 2 years, still got zero funding. I was lucky, I guess. In 2016, when we first rolled out first generation wallet, we had a good feedback from the market. We generated a decent number of revenue that enabled us to further advance our product to the second generation. And within 12 months, when we launched the second generation product, I guess because the market also was maturing, it was more healthy market status. So our wallets, when we first launched the second generation, it was selling like crazy. I guess despite our own hard-working effort, it also takes the timing to be successful. When we launched the second generation wallet called CoolWallet S, we sold hundreds of thousands of them, and then quickly we were making profit as a company already. For funding, it was a totally different story, because then venture capitals were trying to throw all kinds of offers at us, and suddenly the table spins. It's like we have to choose, okay, which one of them we want to be partnered with. So the story was a little bit dramatic, just like the Bitcoin price itself. It also has a lot to do with the market sentiment. When the price was really low, and it was a long time ago, not many people heard about Bitcoin, not many people believed in it. I guess my mission has always been the same. I'm trying to educating people the right approach, the right theory, the right practice. Because what we're doing is to look at long term, try to make this industry more healthy, provide the industry better infrastructure with the CoolWallet, with Sygna. I want to tell them, if you want to trade, if you want to hold Bitcoin, you have to put your Bitcoins in a hardware wallet like CoolWallet. And if you want to sleep well at night, you want to trade on a compliant exchange, because you don't want one day you get hacked, or you want lawsuits from governments, that kind of stuff. Very good question. 7 years ago, I was only 27 years old. I was a kid. I was somewhat immature. So I would get hurt sometimes back then. But as you accumulate those cases to hundreds, 500s, thousands, you started to see as a routine, as a normal part of your life. And then you will realize some people get it. Some people just don't. And for the people that don't get it, you just have to move on. And you choose to go with the ones that understand the innovation. And the latecomers, they will eventually have to give in as well. That is what we have seen in these 7 years. We have a very international working environment. We have talents from South Africa, France, Japan, Korea, US, many other countries. When we first built the company, we are targeting the global market because we know as a startup in Taiwan, if you want to be successful, you gotta step outside your comfort zone. You have to go to other markets in order to be successful. So we are welcoming international talents, just like the Taiwan crypto landscape. One thing I like working with these international young talents is most of them are independent and they are problem solvers. You can tell by working with them and then working with other type of people, you will quickly realize with this kind of talents, your company can grow a lot faster and you can solve problems very quickly. So you will get used to this efficient work style. I won't call myself as a successful founder yet, because I think it's still a long way for us to go. One advice I would probably give to others who want to start a company is you have to find your own niche strength in order to be competitive in your market. You don't want to do a similar business model as other competitors because that will make you similar to others as well. And in that, you will have to cut the price eventually in order to be competitive. So find your own niche and build your own unique business model. I think that's how a startup or innovation should be. CoolBitX has two core product lines, as you know. One is CoolWallet, the non-custodial hardware wallet, and another is Sygna. And we have dedicated 100% of our resources in building incremental services around these two cores. So for example, in CoolWallet, it's not just a storage. We also have crypto-to-crypto exchange service inside the CoolWallet ecosystem that enable users to trade from, for example, Bitcoin to Ethereum or from Litecoin to USDT. We even enable them to purchase crypto with credit cards. And in the past 12 months, we also add more services like CeFi, DeFi, and upcoming is NFT, non-fungible token. As for Sygna, initially we only had Sygna Bridge service. It's a simple API service that enable crypto exchange to obtain and secure user information from other exchanges. In the past few months, we are rolling out Sygna Gate and Sygna Hub. It's also part of the Sygna ecosystem, but offers slightly different functions to different scales of exchanges. So we're focusing on building these two product lines, make it more complete to try to service as many market segments as possible. In CoolWallet, we also built a crypto staking function that enable users to gain stable annualized income like 5 to 10% per year if users choose to stake their crypto inside CoolWallet.